Hello my dear students, today we'll continue for some more functions of data frames and series in pandas. Okay, and first of all today we'll start with the binary operations. In data frames we can perform few functions, few arithmetic functions that like plus, minus, multiply, divide. Along with these plus minus like add, subtract, multiply, division, here few specific function like r add, r subtract. This r is for right side. Okay, it's for right side subtraction or right side addition. I'll show you the practical description, then it will be more clear to you. Since all these operations require two data frame, suppose if I want to add the data frame, it means I must be requiring at least two data frames. For addition, for multiply, for division, at least two data frames are required. Fine, that's why these all operations are called binary operations. Bi means two. Okay, means those operations which are done between the two. That's why these are named as binary operation. From all these operations we will come to know that addition and subtraction are done on each and every element of the data frame, and multiplication and division it's done item wise. Okay, now let's see some practical description here. Here you can see I have imported pandas here, SPD. First of all, a dictionary I have created in S1. These are the keys of my dictionary and these are the values. Okay, two dictionaries I have created, and from these dictionaries again the data frames are created. To create a data frame, in our previous video we have already learnt. Here my variable is d1 is equal to pd dot data frame in the braces s1. So d1 data frame is created and d2 data frame is created from these two dictionaries. Okay, then I got printed these two data frames. This is my first data frame, this is my second data frame. You can see. Now the function, the binary operation. Okay, d1 first data frame, then dot sub, and within the braces the second data frame, the variable of the data frames. Okay, now what it means? It means d1 minus d2. Okay, and it will be done between each and every element. Here you can see this is the first element and of first data frame, and this is the first element of second data frame. 5 minus 3, it means 2 must be there, so here 2. In the same way 7 minus 5, 2. You can see d1 minus d2 is done here. Now as I have already told you that sub and r sub, there is a difference between the two. R means right side. Here what it means? d1 dot r sub, and within the braces second data frames variable. It means d2 minus d1, the variable which is at the right side, that from that the first one is subtracted. Got it? Means simple sub क्या कर रहा है? This minus this. But r sub what it is doing? Within the braces whatever the variable is there, whatever the data frame is there, from that the previous one is subtracted. Here you can see पहले वाले में subtract में क्या हुआ? 5 minus 3 हुआ, but r sub में 3 minus 5 होगा. Clear? That's why it's minus 2. You can check all the result here. In the same way d1 plus add d2, it will add each and every element. Here the result is there, and then r add. Obviously अगर first plus second करें या second plus first करें, the answer will be same. That's why we can't see any difference here. Next is, here you can see this already we have done here. Then multiply. In multiply, first data frame dot mul, then the braces. This is how the function is done between the two data frames. R multiplication as in the addition, it will be same. first data frame into second data frame or second data frame into first data frame. Result will be same. As we can see, it's same way we can do division. First data frame variable dot div and within the braces the variable of second data frame. In the same way all the arithmetical operations can be carried on. Next one is matching and broadcasting operations. Broadcast, like in WhatsApp we used to use broadcast list. In broadcasting, the same message is sent to all the participants of that broadcast list. The same concept applies here. In the broadcast, whatever we do, that is whatever the operation we carry on here, that is applied to each and every element of that particular data frame. In broadcast, it is offered by pandas while dealing with multiple shapes while performing arithmetical operations. Usually a smaller array is broadcast to a bigger array. ओके, सपोज मैं एक 2x2 के एरे को 3x3 के एरे में प्लस कर रही हूँ, देन फाइनल रिजल्ट विल बी इन 3x3. ओके, स्मॉलर shape will be converted to the bigger shape. It provides a means of vectorization of array operation which allows accessing each and every element of data structure. Means whatever we broadcast in the data frame, that is broadcasted to each and every element of your data frame. Generally, broadcasting is not recommended as it leads to inefficient use of memory, and due to the maximum use of memory the system speed is slows down. Okay, and this broadcasting can also be done on scalar value. Scalar value हमने पहले पढ़ी है. Scalar value or you can say a constant value, कोई भी single value. Okay, now we'll see how these operations are done. Here you can see we have created two data frames. Simple lists, दो list ली मैंने, दो list से दो data frames बन गए. This is our first data frame, मैंने डिस्प्ले करवाया. दिस इज़ आर सेकेंड डाटा फ्रेम. हमें पहले ही पता है दीज आर इंडेक्सेस ऑफ रोज, दीज आर इंडेक्सेस ऑफ कॉलम्स. ओके, हेयर ब्रॉडकास्ट D1 प्लस D2. सिंपल आप कहेंगे ये तो अरिथमेटिकल ऑपरेशन है, बट इट्स ऑल्सो ब्रॉडकास्टिंग. D1 एंड प्लस D2 एक नया डाटा फ्रेम बन के हमारे सामने आया है. ओके, देन यूजिंग अ स्केलर वैल्यू मीन्स 5 को हम ब्रॉडकास्ट कर रहे हैं पूरे D1 में. ओके, इट मीन्स टू ईच एंड एवरी एलिमेंट ऑफ दिस D1 वी आर ब्रॉडकास्टिंग +5. तो 1 + 5 6, 2 + 5 7, यू कैन सी हियर. ओके, तो इट इन दिस वे द ब्रॉडकास्टिंग इज डन. नेक्स्ट इज ब्रॉडकास्टिंग यूजिंग 1D एरे, 1 डायमेंशनल एरे. एरे हम सब ने सीखा है. एरे हेयर विद इन अ सिंगल लिस्ट, 2 सब लिस्ट आर created. Here I have displayed my array. This is this ARR, this variable we have taken. From this array we have created data frame. The variable D1 we have taken, then equal to PD dot data frame, and within the braces the variable in which array is created. This is how this command is used for creating a data frame from an array. Finally I got printed our data frame D1. This is our array, a 1D array. Then sorry, it's not 1D array, it's 2D array. Here in this array we want to add a 1 dimensional array. 1D means जिसमें सिर्फ एक ही रो हो, not columns, only one sided shape is there. तो it means here you can see our main array is 2x2 shape है, नहीं, not 2x2, it's 2x3 shape. And here in this shape we want to add this 1D array. So what it will do, it will add in each of the row, you can see here 10 20 30, it will add 10 20 30 in first row, same 10 20 30 in the second row, you can see. तो फाइनल एक छोटी शेप को बड़ी शेप में ऐड करते हैं तो रिजल्ट विल बी द बिगर शेप. दैट्स व्हाट वी वर सेइंग. गॉट इट. तो operation is carried on each of the element of your data frame. Got it? Now missing data and filling values. I think we have already learnt regarding missing data, जिसे हमने nan पढ़ा था. Nan means not a number value. Okay, this missing data can be of no computational significance. It may be undefined, it may be unavailable, or it may not be entered by the user, or you already we have seen nan value. All these are counted in missing data. Pandas allocates these missing data with nan. Already we have learnt not a number value. Okay, later on these values we can fill, instead of these values we can fill any other value. For that a method is used that is called fill-na. Okay, fill-na method, replacing missing values with 0 using fill-na. Means wherever this not a number value is there, wherever the missing value is there, there we can fill, we can replace them with 0 or any other digit also. Let's take an example. Here with the help of this list we have created a data frame. Finally I displayed my data frame. Then how these, and you can see few values are missing here. Okay, now I want to replace these values with any number. For that a method is there that is called fill-na. How we will use it? D1 means the variable in which the data frame is created, then dot fill-na, and within the braces the number with which we want to replace. Okay, 0. Basically fill-na is used for replacing missing values with 0. Okay, but I have also shown you trying with 1. Wherever the missing values were there, they are replaced with 1, and if we put 0 within the braces, then they will be replaced with the 0. Isn't it easy? Next is replacing constant values column wise. Means constant values, fixed values column wise we want to replace. Let's see the same example as the previous one. Same data frame लिया मैंने, these values were missing in my data frame. Now I want कि 0 column में, this is 0 column, 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, these are the indexes of the column. I want wherever the 0 index is there and those values are missing in 0 index, 0 column, there I want -2 to be replaced, and in with index 1 column wherever the missing values are there सबको -3 मिल जाए. In index 2 column 7, in index 3 column 0 I want. Means specific values दे दी मैंने. इस कॉलम में जहाँ भी मिसिंग है वहाँ पर -3 हो जाए. इस कॉलम में जहाँ पर भी मिसिंग है there 7 will be replaced. Here wherever the missing values are there 0 will be replaced. For that again fill-na method is there, but using a dictionary. D1 means the variable in which the data frame is created, dot fill-na, within the braces we are using a list, key value याद है, creating a dictionary. कीज में हमारे इंडेक्स ऑफ कॉलम्स हैं 0 1 2 3. यू कैन सी, जिसको भी चेंज करना है वो इंडेक्स दें. इट्स नॉट अ कंपल्शन दैट ऑल द इंडेक्सेस आर टू बी मेंशन्ड हियर. सपोज मुझे सिर्फ 1 का देना है तो ओनली 1 विल बी सफिशिएंट हियर. ओके, एंड जहाँ भी मिसिंग होगा दैट विल बी रिप्लेस्ड. ओके, लाइक 0 इंडेक्स में मुझे -2 करना है, 1 इंडेक्स वाले में मुझे -3 करना है, इन द सेम वे. And what output is saying, you can see in 0 I was not having any of the missing value, that's why no one is replaced. And in 3 we were having 2 missing values and there 0 replacement we want, so you can see 2 numbers are replaced with 0. In index number 2 we have suggested the replacement with 7. You can see 2 missing values were there and 7 at 2 places it is replace. This is how we can replace constant value column wise. Got it? Next is interpolate value. In the interpolate value we can replace the missing values by copying the value from above adjacent cells. एकदम उनके ऊपर वाली जो values हैं, the same value will be given to all the missing values. Here you can see this is the missing value in this column, exactly इसके ऊपर क्या है 3. तो using this method at all the missing values in the same column, they will be replaced with 3. And here you can see exactly above this there is 4, so all these missing values will be replaced with this 4. And the method is the variable of data frame dot fill now. Within the braces, method attribute will be used and equal to in the quotes f fill. When enter is pressed, you can see this missing value is replaced with 3. Why? Because exactly above it 3.0 was there, that's why it is replaced. And here all these two will replaced by 4.0. What's the reason? Because exactly above this the 4.0 was there. Next is comparing. Pandas allows comparing each element of a series with each element of other series. Means if we have two series, we can compare each and every element of both the series. Okay, it's very easy. Let's create two series. Here S1 pd dot series, and with the help of list I have created two series. You can see here. Then series 1 is printed, series 2 is printed. Now first comparison I am doing of equalizing them. I am checking whether they are equal or not. What I have did, print, and within the braces S1 is equal to S2, or without print it can also be written, no issue is there. Means मैं check कर रही हूँ S1 is equal to S2 or not. So it will compare each and every element one by one. Like 1 is equal to 4, no, so it is returning false. Okay, then 2 is equal to 8, no, it's returning false. 7 is equal to 9, no. 5 is equal to 5, yes. This element is equal, that's why it's showing true. I think it's clear to everyone. Next is S1 greater than S2. We are checking whether S1 is greater than S2. So let's see, 1 is greater than 4, no, false. I think all are less, that's why here false for all the results. In same way S1 is greater than S2. Sorry, S1 is less than S2. It's checking. Wherever it is less than, there it is showing true. In index number 3, let's check it. 5, 5. 5 is less than 5. No, they are equal, but they are not less. That's why false is there. Okay. Next is, we can add a new series we have created equal to S1 plus S2. It's very easy to create another series from the previous two series or any of the series. Okay, in same way S4 is equal to S1 minus S2. Any arithmetical operation we can create. Next is combining data frames. Means if we have one or two data frames, we can combine them, creating a new data frame. How? Let's see. Here we have created two data frames, D1 and D2. For combining, in SQL also we have learnt, in Pandas, in Python also we have learnt, like concat, a function we were using for joining, for combining. The same function we will use here. PD what? PD is the short form which we have imported for Pandas. PD dot concat, and within the braces we will use square brackets and two data frames which we want to combine with comma separation. Okay, then with comma separation we will write along with which axis we want to combine our data frames. Like if axis is equal to 0, then row wise they are combined, and if axis is 1, then column wise they are combined. Okay, axis 0 means row wise, axis 1 means column wise. Got it? You can see here PD dot concat, we are combining D1 and D2 along axis 0. So you can see first was 1 2 3, index was 0 1 2. Again after that, due to axis 0, row wise it is connected, it is combined, again 0 1 2 and elements of data frame 2. Now here in this command we are combining two data frames using the axis 1, means column wise. Here you can see this is data frame 1 element, this is data frame 2 element, and these are the common indexes. Okay. Next is Boolean reduction. Now a word is coming here, Boolean. This we have also read in Python. It means wherever the two type of replies are expected, means in true or false. You can say yes, no. Basically it is used in the form of true or false. Okay, we can have Boolean reduction in the data frames also. Here three functions are discussed here. First is empty. It returns true value if the data frame is entirely empty. We have learned to create an empty data frame. Here we can see d1 is equal to pd.data frame, and within the braces this empty data frame we have created, and as we print d1 it will show empty data frame. This is how the empty data frame is created, and simply the braces will be kept, even then it will be the data frame, no need for this. Okay, then all, it returns true if all elements are non-zero. How? Look here I have created one data frame with a with a dictionary. X, Y, Z 3 keys are there, and these values, एक जगह मैंने true दिया है, एक जगह false दिया है, और एक जगह true दिया है. Got it? Here I have applied all function on this data frame. How? d1 dot all. Okay, braces are there. There it is returning true if both the items are true. दोनों true हैं तो ही true आएगा, otherwise it will return false. You can see here. And this function is also applicable to the normal data frame, like जो हमारे numbered वाले data frames हैं जो हमने अब तक बनाए हैं, अगर उन पे भी हम all कर रहे हैं तो if all the elements are non-zero then it will return true. Okay, you can try that. After that, any, if any value are true it will return true. Here what it is saying, जहाँ भी दो में से एक true हो जाएगा, there it will return true. जैसे हिंदी में हमारा इंग्लिश में और होता है, हिंदी में या अथवा होता है. It's working like that. Either of two is true, then final result will be true. That is done by any function, d1 dot any. Here both are true, obviously the true will be there. One is true, एक true बहुत है true result आने के लिए, that's why true is there. And here both are false, that's why the result will be false. After that, iteration on rows and columns. Here iteration हमने for loop पढ़ा था. Okay, उसमें iteration था. The same things are here. If we want to access data row wise or column wise, data frame का ही data मुझे I want to extract, I want to take the data row wise or column wise. कहीं पे मुझे row wise चाहिए, कहीं पे मुझे column wise चाहिए. For that, two methods are there. First is iter rows and second one is iter items. Iter item means column wise. Okay, and iter rows means row wise. अब दोनों मेथड में वन बाय वन आपको बता रही हूँ. First of all, using this array we have created this data frame. Okay, then for loop लगाया again, because iteration is a way used in for loop. For loop लगाया. In for loop these key values हैं, call name, column का नाम, here column की value, n, it's a keyword, your data frame name, dot iter items. Okay, means d1 data frame के columns के elements extract करेंगे, then print किया इसी call name को, इसी call value. Got it? जैसे ही आप ये print करते हैं, then these are the result. पहले क्या print किया था? call name means 0 is the column name. 0 column name की values this one. Then 1 column name की values ये हैं, second column name की value ये है. After that, how to extract rows element? For that, instead of this call name or call value, हमने क्या use किया? row index. ओके, रो इंडेक्स एंड रो वैल्यू, और इटर आइटम्स की जगह वी हैव यूज्ड इटर रोज, रेस्ट एवरीथिंग इज सेम। कॉल यहाँ पे कॉल नेम यहाँ से आया था, कॉल वैल्यू यहाँ से आई थी, सेम वे यहाँ प्रिंट रो इंडेक्स यहाँ से आ गया, रो वैल्यू यहाँ से आई, मीन्स सेम वेरिएबल शुड बी यूज्ड। एंड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल रो का इंडेक्स, रो कौन सी है, 0, और उसके एलिमेंट्स। ओके, मेरे इसमें 2 ही रोज थी तो दोनों रोज दिख रही है। सेकेंड रोज का इंडेक्स ये है 1 और उसकी वैल्यूज। ओके, आप कहेंगे ये रोज कॉलम वाइज दिख रही है, येस, बट दीज आर रोज। ये मेरी फर्स्ट रो थी, ये मेरी सेकेंड रो थी। ओके, विद इंडेक्स वाइज they are being displayed. This is how we can extract the elements of data frame row wise or column wise as per our need. Then descriptive statistics with pandas. Statistics क्या होता है वैसे? It helps us in understanding and analyzing the behavior of your data. मीन्स किस टाइप का डाटा है मेरे पास, लोअर फॉर्मेट है, अपर फॉर्मेट है, एवरेज क्या है, ऑल दैट इज देयर। इन स्टैटिस्टिक्स अ वर्ड इज यूज दैट इज कॉल्ड डाटा एग्रीगेशन। what it is, it's a process where multiple values we have to take and final result that comes in single value, that is data aggregation। means बहुत सारी values लेके और फाइनल रिजल्ट आउटपुट उसको एक सिंगल वैल्यू में कन्वर्ट करना। फॉर एग्जांपल सम, हम सम करते हैं, बहुत सारी वैल्यूज़ चाहिए सम करने के लिए, कम से कम मिनिमम 2 वैल्यूज़ वी नीड फॉर एडिंग, और फाइनल रिजल्ट एक ही होता है। हम 10 वैल्यूज़ को ऐड करते हैं, एक ही आंसर होता है। 100 को कर लो, सम विल बी सिंगल वैल्यू। ओके, तो दीज टाइप ऑफ फंक्शंस like maximum, minimum, sum, count, these type of functions are called data aggregation. Now we will learn one by one all the function. First of all max, obviously नाम से clear है, it will return the maximum value of each column. Here we have created one data frame and with here we are using the function max. d1 is my variable in which the data frame is created, dot max. It will return the maximum values of each what column. Okay, you can see 3 columns are there. ये rows है ना मेरी, तो first column is 1 4, then out of 1 4 4 is maximum, then 2 5 is maximum, 3 6 is maximum. Okay, this is how we can extract the maximum values of columns of the data frame. Here from a particular column, if I want to extract the maximum, here d1 is my variable and 0 is the index of my column. 0 index means first column का मुझे maximum देखना है, dot max, तो it will return 4. Same way minimum, for extracting the minimum value from each of the column, you can see, and this is how for a particular column if I want to extract minimum, only within the square brackets that index number of that column is to be mentioned, that's it. This is how the sum, it will return the sum of each column में जितनी values हैं उनका total. Okay, like d1 dot sum and the braces, here 1 plus 4 5, 2 plus 5 7, 3 plus 6 9. Got it? After that, if I want to have sum of a particular column, then your data frame variable and within the square brackets index value of your column for which you want to have the sum, then dot sum braces. This is the method sum of using sum function. Then it will return 0 index means first column, और first column का total है 4 plus 1 5. Got it? Then next is count function. In the count function, here what it is, one more is there, that is skip na. d1 dot sum skip na is equal to true. What it will do, if your data frame is having any of the missing value, so it will skip those values and accept those missing values, all other values will be added. ओके। अदरवाइज योर सम फंक्शन अगर मैं बिना स्किप ना के मिसिंग वैल्यूज़ वाले डाटा फ्रेम में लगाती हूँ सम फंक्शन, देन इट विल रिटर्न एन एरर। ओके, now here you can see this data frame is there. I have used count function. It will return the count of all non-NA entries, means missing values को छोड़ देगा. अगर if any of the NaN value is there, not a number value is there, it will not be counted, except that all the values it will count. Like d1 dot count, it will return column wise or row wise. Here you can see in 0 index 2 values are there. You can see here 0, here nothing, no axis I have written. It means by default it is taking axis is equal to 0. Axis 0 means column wise. You can see this result and this result is same. Here axis 0 I have not written, but here I have written. It means by default axis is equal to 0. अगर मैं axis नहीं दे रही हूँ तो it means it is 0. if 0 कॉलम में कितने वैल्यूज़ हैं 2, it is returning 2. देन 1 कॉलम में 2, 2 कॉलम में 2 वैल्यूज़. ओके, नाउ अगर मैं एक्सिस 1 कर दूँ तो व्हाट इट इज़ नाउ रो वाइज. दिस इज माई 0 इंडेक्स रो एंड हाउ मैनी वैल्यूज़ आर देयर 3. दैट्स वाई 3 इज देयर in row number 1. Then 3 values, it is returning 3. Got it? This is how the count function is used. Next is mode function. It is used to calculate the mode. What is mode? The most repeated values. जो values ज़्यादा बार आ रही होगी that will be the mode of that data frame. The same data frame I am using here, लेकिन मेरी यहाँ पर कोई भी वैल्यू दोबारा रिपीट नहीं हो रही है तो मोड सेम टू सेम वही वैल्यूज़ आ जाएंगी सारी. अगर आप जनरली सपोज यहाँ पर कोई वैल्यू आप रिपीट करते, यू शुड ट्राई इट. ओके, यूजिंग मेथड इज d1 dot mode within the braces. अगेन एज पर द एक्सिस इट इज, आप कॉलम वाइज और रो वाइज यू कैन यूज. कुछ नहीं लिख रहे हैं तो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट एक्सिस इज इक्वल टू 0. इफ़ we want to change, then axis is equal to 1 have to be written. Got it? Then comes mean. Mean means we want to calculate average. Using method is same. Data frame variable dot mean. अब कुछ नहीं दिया मैंने ब्रेसिस में. It means axis is equal to 0. It is finding your mean as per column wise. Like look here. This is my column 1 4. एवरेज कैसे निकलेगा 1 + 4 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 बिकॉज 2 वैल्यूज आर देयर तो 2.5. 2 + 5 7 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 3.5. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज एक्सिस इज इक्वल टू 1 मीन्स अब रो वाइज निकाल रही हूँ. कैसे 1 + 2 + 3 कितना हो गया 6. और हाउ मैनी वैल्यूज आर देयर 3. 6 डिवाइडेड बाय 3 इट मीन्स 2. ओके, दिस इज हाउ वी कैन get the mean or we can use the mean function. Next is median, means the middle value. Okay, how to use? Again same method, d1 dot median. कुछ नहीं दे रहे हैं, it means axis is equal to 0. Got it? Then d1 dot median within the braces axis is equal to 1. It means row wise we are calculating the median. Got it? चलिए. Now a CSV file. What is the CSV file? It's a comma separated value file which allows data to be saved in a tabular format. Okay, and that CSV file we can open in any of the spreadsheet package. Got it? And in CSV file each element is separated with comma, and for next row the enter key is used. Let's show you the practical. Now I am opening notepad. Let's open notepad. Notepad खोला मैंने and here I am creating a file. like name लिखा मैंने क्या कहा था अलग अलग वैल्यूज़ को we will separate using comma. okay, and if I want to move to next line then press enter. अब मैंने पहला नाम दिया अजय, एज 12, मार्क्स 20. नेक्स्ट देती हूँ मैं सुमन, एज, marks. Next, whatever you want that you can write here. Done. Now we will save this file. Save as, let's save it on desktop, and we will name it, suppose I am giving the name as a.csv. This is a compulsion, we have to write CSV. Got it? And save. I have saved this file. Okay, now move to desktop. चलिए डेस्कटॉप पे चलते हैं. On the desktop, first of all I'll open Excel, because Excel is a spreadsheet software. From here we will click on open, then desktop, और desktop पे यहाँ से आप क्लिक कर लेंगे all files. After clicking on all files, जो आपने फाइल बनाई थी, that is a.csv, click on that and click on open. Wait for few seconds. What you will see that all the elements which we have written in notepad, they are here and in proper tabular form. This is the CSV file extracting in Excel. Now we have learnt how to create a CSV file and how to open that in Excel. Now using that CSV, importing or exporting in pandas, how to do that? Now let's open idle, Python idle window I am opening right now. In that window, let me import pandas. Okay, done. Now I'll create a data frame. Okay, इजी से बनाती हूँ कोई. डन. लेट्स प्रिंट इट. प्रिंट कर दिया. डन. नाउ अभी मैंने आपको a.csv डेस्कटॉप पे फाइल बना के दिखाई. लेट्स रीड दैट फाइल हेयर. सबसे पहले मैं डेस्कटॉप पे जाती हूँ वापस. इस फाइल को कॉपी किया मैंने, Ctrl+C. ओके, राइट क्लिक, कॉपी, एनी मेथड यू कैन यूज़. वापस पाइथन पे आए हम, वापस पाइथन पे आ गए. फॉर रीडिंग फॉर importing a CSV file in Python, the command is pd.read_csv and within the braces in quotes Ctrl+V. Ctrl+V से क्या होगा? The path of the file which we have copied on the desktop, the file instead of file उसका path copy हो जाएगा automatically. Okay, done. We will press enter. What you can see, ये फाइल हमने नोटपैड में बनाई, एक्सेल में एक्सट्रैक्ट की, and here in Python we can use, in pandas we are here with this. अगर सेम मैं किसी वेरिएबल को असाइन कर देती तो दैट विल बी अ डाटा फ्रेम ऑब्वियसली. ओके, गॉट इट. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज हाउ टू इम्पोर्ट एनी डाटा फ्रेम. एक्सपोर्टिंग, इम्पोर्टिंग हमने कर ली, कहीं बाहर की CSV फाइल को हम पाइथन में ले आए, पांडाज में ले आए. नाउ अब ये डाटा फ्रेम मैंने D1 यहाँ बनाया. नाउ हाउ टू एक्सपोर्ट, बाहर भेजना है टू अ CSV फाइल. द लास्ट कमांड राइट नाउ वी आर यूजिंग हेयर. फॉर दैट व्हाट वी विल यूज आर वेरिएबल ऑफ डाटा फ्रेम. किस डाटा फ्रेम को बाहर भेज रहे हैं? D1.to_CSV एंड विद इन द ब्रेसेस द पाथ ऑफ द फाइल. कहाँ भेजनी है? एक नई फाइल बनाएंगे. चलो सेम पाथ कॉपी कर लेते हैं. कर लिया. और फाइल अब मैं अब की बार एक ही बजाय मैं C बना रही हूँ. ओके, ये डेस्कटॉप का पाथ है, मेरे सिस्टम का पाथ तो सेम ही रहेगा. तो ऑन द डेस्कटॉप आई एम क्रिएटिंग. डन. प्रेस एंटर. डन. नो इफ़ नो रिप्लाई इज़ देयर इट मीन्स एरर भी नहीं है. नाउ लेट्स गेट बैक टू डेस्कटॉप. डेस्कटॉप पे आए, सी है यहाँ पर फाइल. ओपन दिस फाइल विद एक्सेल. अब क्या दिखेगा हमें? D1 डाटा फ्रेम बना हुआ था मेरा पाइथन में, दैट शुड बी अपेयरिंग हेयर. येस, यू कैन सी द सेम डाटा फ्रेम विच D1 वी हैव क्रिएटेड देयर. लुक, ये था मेरा डाटा फ्रेम, सेम डाटा फ्रेम इज विजिबल. गॉट इट? आई थिंक नाउ इट्स क्लियर. दिस इज हाउ वी आर importing, this is how we are exporting. First of all, in Notepad CSV is created. In Excel we can extract it, but compulsion is in Notepad it must be saved with .csv. For every separate element comma will be there, for every next line enter will be there. Okay, do try this. जब तक try नहीं करेंगे nothing will be clear to you people. That's it for now. Thank you. Bye.